Apple did something that honestly is unexpected, but kind of expected, because they've been doing these types of things for a couple months now, maybe a year. So they announced the trailers, came up on my YouTube feed for the AirPods Pro. Not necessarily unexpected. These things have been rumored relentlessly to the point where we knew it was happening, and we kind of knew some of what you're seeing right now would happen. So AirPods Pro is now available for sale, and I'll get to the price in a minute, but yeah, it's right now available for sale, and it'll be available in stores starting Wednesday, October 30th. So pretty close. So let's get right into it. AirPods Pro. So first off, the new features. Basically, what there is, actually, this is what my rant is basically focused on. The new features are 1, active noise cancellation, but Apple active noise cancellation, and 2, and yeah, this is 1 out of 2. Some light water resistance. So before I even say the price, which is $249 US, you're gonna immediately think, oh, I wonder what 2 things another product has that is also made by Apple, and that is the PowerBeats Pro, which I have right here. And I'm comparing it to them because, come on, they both came out within 6 months of each other. They both technically have the same technology inside, like down to the wire, the H1 chip. And they're both the same price, $249. Right now, the PowerBeats Pro is on sale. That's why I got it. And I'm going to pretty much tell you why. Just let me explain. So you could just look at these AirPods. Like, look at them. What's classy about this? There's nothing very classy at all. It looks, to be super honest, I can't be an Apple hater. Like, I am the biggest Apple fanboy, so I'm not hating at all. Okay, I buy most Apple, like everything I have is Apple. I got a TV because it supports Apple things. But it looks like AirPods Pro looks like knockoff AirPods, and that I just have to say that. Like, come on, look at it. The case is like off. It looks like something Huawei would do, or Oppo, where it's like it's not fully a copy, but like it totally is. Like they do that with their phones and stuff. But look at it. They didn't need to make it like this weird angle. Okay, yeah, I get the PowerBeats Pro are kind of like that, because you can kind of see they kind of angle a little bit. And okay, that's not a fair comparison. PowerBeats Pro are about this size, but they have this weird angle, and it doesn't make sense because this doesn't go directly vertically into your ear. Oh, that flew away somewhere. Let me launch that again. But in hindsight, yeah, it doesn't go directly into your ear. It goes like at an angle. So, which is weird because that kind of goes parallel to your body, but then it's really short. So like it's totally gonna get in your hair, which is fine. But then it seems too short for anything like microphone calls, which this is supposed to do. It's supposed to do its active noise cancellation. That's another dumb thing. So Apple by themselves never had noise cancellation, but they did in the Beats products. And Beats before they were garbage. Now, like Beats as in the noise cancellation Beats, we were garbage. Now they're slowly better. It's nothing compared to Bose or Sony, but it's better. It's incremental. But this, there's no way that's gonna do that properly. Like, yeah, it has these tips on it, but even with the tips, because everyone's complaint is that AirPods can only be used by certain people because it doesn't fit. I'm one of those people. But it comes with this size, two bigger sizes than that. That's still not reasonable. At least mine, yeah, kind of like that. It has a smaller one to fit in my ear. But that's not that's not even my main complaint. My main complaint is for $249. I'm not trying to say, oh, it's expensive compared to the AirPods. Oh, it is like compared to these PowerBeats Pro. It's not better, it's worse. Because, and don't Apple branding me. This is PowerBeats are owned by Apple. They have the same Apple tax on them. Apple tax meaning Apple's hiked up prices, which I'm not going to complain about. But $249, PowerBeats Pro came out in May when the H1 chip first came out. 9 hours of battery per, and then you get 24 additional with the case. AirPods Pro. Now, even if they were to do absolutely nothing with it, they'll raise it a little bit. No, Apple did 4.5 hours, which is down to the minute the same as AirPods 2, which came out in March. It's the same battery life. Oh yeah, you might say, oh yeah, it's because there's noise cancellation on and all that. No, if you turn that off, you only get half an hour more. What's the point? So, and there's another huge factor to it. Two big reasons people get AirPods, besides convenience. It's sleek and small, the case, and it just fits, it just looks good. So look at the case, okay? It is, the width, if you didn't notice, is, oh god, that's moving again, is it's exactly the same width as, half the same size as the thing. And it's so weird because it's supposed to be smaller. It's the same width. It's the same height. It just, yeah, the depth is different, but that's it. So what's the point? Like, what is in this Pro moniker? Like, I get Apple, how Apple, like with the MacBook Pro, which I have right here, makes sense. It has all those other features like graphics card, more RAM, more storage. Okay, it makes sense. Yeah, it's expensive, makes more sense. iPad Pro, Apple Pencil support, keyboard support, big screen, very fast. iPhone Pro, yeah, that's the stupidest one. But that kind of makes sense because it has the camera and a few very minute things, but it still makes more sense than this. This has one measly feature which costs you $90 more. So from $159, it's not clear whether it has wireless charging or not, but still, from $199. So it's a $50 to $70 or $50 to $80 difference. It depends. From proper regular AirPods, you're getting what is technically just the same thing with a slight bit of noise cancellation. So in hindsight, if anyone asks, hey, should I get AirPods Pro? If you're getting it purely for style factor, you're clearly looking at the wrong product, okay? Everyone is going to think you bought a knockoff. Every person is going to think that. Even Beats Pro, PowerBeats Pro, which like a lot of people have said, oh yeah, are those just like AirPods? I mean, which technically they are AirPods, just look different, designed differently. They're going to be like, oh, knockoff AirPods. And yeah, I shouldn't be complaining about people getting AirPods just for style factor, but it's a huge thing. You know, why people carry it around. But it's convenience. Number one Apple reason for making it, convenience. It is convenient, but is it worth $90 more for one feature? Well, that's all I have to say for now. And if you guys wanted to know, I don't have the AirPods with me. As you can see, like that thing was like floating around. Yeah. So this is the actual my PowerBeats Pro case, but you know, there. This is a cool AR image through iOS 13's new AR kit, which is pretty good. It's mostly staying in place. I have a case that kind of messed up the reflection of the camera, but otherwise it pretty stayed in well. So this is actually a one-to-one comparison. If you take the measurements out and look at it, this is correct. This is what it looks like, and yeah, it's way smaller than the PowerBeats Pro. So if that's a huge factor for you, then I mean, it can't be all that bad. It has the H1 chip, it has the basics which make it worth it, but is it worth that price? Like, at a certain point, does Apple tax too much? But yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I don't normally do videos like this. I just felt like I really had to, because it's something that's been bugging me ever since that video came out. And I don't know, if you want me to do more videos like this, just ask me. Or yeah, I'll probably, for anyone asking, I'll be getting back to some streaming soon. macOS Catalina has been such a headache, and some X-Plane stuff has just been messed up, and yeah, I'm trying to get some things figured out, and yeah, some of the new software. I wanted to update to Xplane 11 Beta 40, well, Xplane 11.4 Beta 10 or whatever it was, release candidate 1, just to hope if that had Vulkan that came out, if that actually makes AMD cards, which my Mac has, usable, and it made it worse. So I'm like 30s, I'm getting now like early 20s, so some planes kind of work, others don't really. It was better. It's just flight model changes, but hopefully getting the X-Plane stuff back. But otherwise, thank you for watching.